everyone. I'm here today with Reno Patron, one of the partners at the Stout Monk here in Oakville, Dundas and Highway 5. Hi Reno, how are you today?
Good, nice to see you.
Nice
Thanks
to
for
see
coming.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just very curious about this location and the Stout Monk itself. This is a new acquire for you.
Yeah, it's a bit of a homecoming for me. I've had businesses in Toronto, I've had businesses out of town, St. Catharines, and this is kind of like coming back to where I kind of started back in 1989 when I had the Swiss Chalet here in town. Had that for 14 years, and I was very accustomed to just being in Oakville and having a Swiss Chalet. And then over time, I advanced into other businesses out of town. Did some breakfast spots, did some bars, ran the Boston Pizza Training Center, and did an assortment of things. So I've kind of like gotten to know a little bit of different types of industries. So this is a little bit of a, how do you say, close to home. We looked for a bar that was close to home, something we could mold, and it's a nice homecoming, especially 10 minutes away from my house. You know, just to drive here and yawn in the morning and not go through 3 hours worth of traffic is nice. And seeing my neighbors come in and visit, and the friends of my boys and everybody else, and some people that I used to know that I hadn't seen in like 15, 20 years coming by. So this is great. Like I'm very excited to be back in Oakville.
So when did the Stout Monk actually open? The
original Stout Monk was in 2006, and then before that it was called Dublin's Gate, and it's been here as a Stout Monk for 13 years. Mm-hmm. So
you just recently acquired it?
Yeah, we took it over September 23rd, and we kept the name because the name was known in town, and in Oakville, you know, it's a small town. It's kind of like a city, but it's a small town, and everybody knows what's going on. Okay, so we kept the name because you can go from one end of Oakville to the other end, and everybody knows where the Stout Monk is.
That's right.
So everybody knows. So we decided to keep the name, but we revamped the whole look. So it's a lot different. We have a lounge, as you can see behind us.
Yes, this is part of the Stout Monk, this lounge.
Yeah, and we have an Elvis room, which has been a novelty that a lot of guests have looked at. One guy even called me at 11:30. I was in the office, and he had to come out and talk to me about the Elvis room, and go, my God, I love Elvis. And then, of course, he starts talking about Elvis, and then I start talking about Elvis, and then we're there all night.
There you go.
And yeah, it's been 99.9% positive feedback. There isn't one guest that hasn't pulled me aside and told me how they like it, how beautiful it is. One girl on Sunday night just kept talking about, oh my God, this is great. I love it here now. I'm going to tell all my friends. So come and see it, and I think you'll see exactly what we're talking about. It's a little bit unique, and being in the business, as we mentioned earlier, I try to bring a little bit of everything here. So we have a new menu, which is 80% made in-house. I believe in fresh.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Wines are on consignment now. We get wines that you can't get in the liquor store, so we believe in a good wine menu.
Yeah.
Molson, Sub-Zero, some good selections there that we think cater to the area.
Yeah.
And a new dessert menu, you know, creme brulee. So we have a nice assortment for everyone. So I think
it's not just like a late night pub. This is an all day family operated.
You'll see mom and dad with the kids.
Exactly.
You'll see guys who just finished playing hockey from the arena that's right beside us over here, and you'll see a group of ladies having a glass of wine or sitting here in the lounge and chilling out. So it's a nice mix, and it's a unique and different look, something that you just won't see anywhere else.
Yes, and you've done some extensive renovations here. I noticed there's a couple of, there's walls that have been taken down. It's bright and open. The windows have been exposed because they were covered up before, and it just gives the entire bar area just a beautiful, bright look.
Yeah.
Very, very new, very fresh, and you've done a really good job. So who did these wonderful renovations for you?
Well, Louis at Painting Perfection. He also did my home, and did a fantastic job. So when we got this business here, the first person I thought of was Louis. And if you come in here, like talk about detail, like I mean everything is done to perfection. Okay, even the pictures that are put up. It's if you sit here in the lounge now, you can look outside and you can see everything. You can see Dundas, you can see the traffic going by. You see people coming, looking inside, and you can wave at them as they're coming by. So it's open, and everybody that drives by now looks in. We had a couple drive by the other night, and they said, "Oh my God, it always looked dark and in there." So they drove up to the front, and the wife told her husband to come in and check our wine list. So they parked in the front. He went in, looked at the wine list, went back outside. He goes, "The wine's good," and they both came in.
They came in. That's
and then
good.
they wouldn't stop. They liked our fresh calamari. They loved our desserts, and this is now going to be their spot. And we've had a lot saying that. Even tonight, we do half-price bottles of wine for ladies on Tuesdays. We have a group that say, this is our spot now, we're going to come. And we're going to advertise that more in the new year. We've been busy advertising our Christmas special and things like that.
What is your Christmas special?
Well, right now, I took a little page from the old classic Swiss chalet. I did the Toblerone with the turkey
awesome.
stuffing. Okay, so we did that as a side thing. Once again, catering to different people. But if somebody wants to do a party and they want to do something Christmassy, we have it. We already have some renovations on Christmas Eve. Reservations on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and you've got more events coming up. You've got a fantastic New Year's Eve party. You've got planned out with free champagne. I hear your survey.
We have Anthony Tulo, who was voted top 5 male recording artist in Europe in 2018. So he's kind of made this his spot. He's going to be playing here twice a month. He plays a lot of covers, so your Bruce Springsteen, Bryan Adams, stuff like that. And then he's going to be here on New Year's Eve. Now, New Year's Eve here used to be closed. Well, we decided, you know what? This area needs a nice place for New Year's. That the people in this area don't have to travel to Toronto or stay home. They can come out here now. They can listen to a band. We have free champagne at midnight. We'll put on Times Square, do all that stuff. I'll have all the party hats, everything ready to go.
That's amazing.
And then we'll go back to the music. So now the guests in this area can walk home.
Yeah.
Have to drive.
And have a great spot to come party it up on New Year's Eve.
Thank you.
Yes, and you have a grand opening in the New Year as well.
We're looking at the 18th of January.
Okay.
And I just wanted to get everything done. Like, there's a few things left to do. Like, we just had our awnings put up outside, so we have a new sign coming. That should be within a week or so. And wine cabinets are going up, and then remaining pictures. Then I think we're done. And then we're ready to go, and we're ready to market a little bit more as we're doing right now, and invite people to come in and try our great menu.
Oh, it's very good.
And our new look. So
Yes.
I think we'll be unique in the area, and the only thing I could say is come look at yourself. Everybody that walks in, they walk in here and the first thing they say is wow. So come over here and see why they're saying wow. And for everyone watching this video, if they were to mention Sonja Soares name, we'll give you 10% off on your bill as a thank you for viewing this video, because we want to get it out there. We want everybody to start seeing exactly what we're all about. Okay, so come on down and say hello.
That's awesome. Well, I thank you very much, Reno. Appreciate the conversation
thanks
and
for
letting us
stopping by.
stop by over here. And
Appreciate it.
that's our Business of the Week. Take care.
Thank you.